Three things have been quite trendy in the watch world lately: the comeback of two-tone watches, the use of bronze, and blue dials. So it comes as no surprise that this watch has been one of the best releases of Baselworld in 2019. Oris decided to mix all the trends into one watch, a blue dial two-tone diver. Instead of using gold, however, they instead decided to use bronze, and shockingly, it's working pretty well. Now, just to add some icing on the cake, Oris has also been listening to their consumers by bringing down the case size. The Oris 65 diver used to come in at a 42mm case. While 42 isn't bad for many, collectors seem to prefer anywhere from 39 to 40mm. In my personal opinion, 40mm is the perfect size for a dive watch. Now allow me to share with you guys the movement used inside this watch and why I personally think it was a great choice. The Diver 65 uses what Oris calls the caliber 733, which is basically based off of the Sellita SW200-1. The movement beats at 28,800 VPH with a power reserve of approximately 38 hours. The watch does display a date at the 6 o'clock mark, which looks really subtle. I'm glad to see Oris removing the 6 o'clock indice and replacing it with the date, rather than forcing the indice in there like many brands tend to do. It gives it a more subtle and less disruptive look to it. Now, due to the SW200, the case thickness is about 13.1mm. Although that's not the slimmest movement by any stretch of the imagination, the watch sits very well on the wrist with some room for a NATO strap should you choose to pair it with one. The blue dial has a very beautiful inky navy blue color to it that plays very well with different lighting and looks pleasant in most settings. The watch has a water resistance of 100 meters, which might be a negative for many collectors, but at the same time, I personally doubt that most will be diving close to 100 meters anytime soon, but it's still important to note. The use of bronze in watches has been quite fascinating. Many brands have been using bronze, so it's not exclusive to Oris. Now, as with all of my reviews, I usually answer one question from you guys, so make sure you have the notification button so you don't miss that picture where I ask you guys what you want to know. Today's question comes from Tom Klaus. First of all, I would like to say thank you for the question. He's basically asking if bronze will stay hot and trendy, or will it lose its cool factor in the future? By having a bronze watches tend to age differently, which gives the wearer a unique look to it, and by having a unique look, the watch essentially becomes very personal to the owner. Now, with that being said, bronze could very well lose its trend in about 10 years, but if you like watches having those scars or patina that look personal to you, then that trend will never go away. In association with Orlando Watch Company, I would like to thank them for making this review possible. Orlando Watch Company was started by Scott Heisler, a graduate watchmaker. Mr. Heisler graduated watchmaking school in 1981 and soon became a Rolex Breitling and Omega trained technician. Orlando Watch Company is a full-service watch repair, appraisal, and retail store. So if you're ever in the Orlando area and you love watches, make sure you check them out as they have over 80 brands, both vintage and modern. If you ever need your watch serviced, I recommend Orlando Watch Company. They're located in Winter Park, Orlando. They will also have a grand opening for their new store in September 13, so make sure you stop by and check it out if you're in the area. I will also be attending, and I hope to see all of you there. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Please add in the comment section below what you think about this watch, and if there's any other Oris watch you want me to take a look at in the future. And guys, I will see you in the next one.